it is me, TN. I'm finding it really hard to do that with like the... Fuck. I can't. This is the lowest I can get you guys. Do you want it lower? Do you want it lower? I will get it lower for you guys. Alright, anyways, into it. I was talking, well, while I was reviewing his channel, Anime Junkies. I think it was Anime Junkie. No, it was somebody else. But yeah, the most recent one I did, studying his channel. He only had one picture the whole time. And all he did was rant. So, I'm going to try just putting in one thing, because I'm going to be doing 2 parts today, because I wrote down a lot of stuff. Yikes. Yeah, so I split it up into parts. So if you guys just want me to put down one photo, if you guys are fine with that, I mean, I could do a lot more parts and stuff, if you're fine with that. But for now, I'm still going to keep on doing that. So, let's get into it. Enough with my ranting. Alright. Also, I got closer to the mic because people were complaining about that. Alright. Deku enters the city of Mastafu, Japan. Now he trusts his abilities enough to go into the city. So once he goes into the city, he sees some of the Orochis that he had seen from before. He stealthily follows them back to their quarters, but as he suspects, they knew that he was following them. But these two were the 2 main bodyguards of the main leader. They're the right-hand man, and we're not just going to easily let him walk in. So as they rounded the corner into the Blossom Garden and recreational main dojo of the faction, Deku leaves instead of going through the door. He breaks into the doors, opening it slightly and then tiptoeing into the stands over the balcony. It shows the rest of the... He sees that what they're wearing and the whole temple was a weird direction that they had been going with their money. Were they scrunching all of their own traditions into their one building? They were clearly in debt. But as he was scanning the area, one of the Orochis whispered into the ear of Kensei, the faction leader. Kensei stands up, addressing Deku with a fierce, proud yell. So the traitor returns again. What will it be this time? Slay a couple more of my men? Maybe destroy some more ancient memorials? Speak, devil! Deku was shocked that he saw him. Stands up back at him saying, Oh, come on. Oh, I thought we were buds. Kensei, with a confused face, says, And why would we be friends? Why would I be friends with a traitor like you? Deku speaks up, saying, Don't you remember? Don't tell me that you've forgotten. When your master disobeyed Apollyon's orders, it was quite the change of tone from the rest of your faction, so he seemed to just grovel at her feet. Kensei interrupts Deku, saying, Shut up, you idiot! She could be listening to us right now. Deku interrupts Kensei, saying, When your own master was killed, it was quite the thing to watch. I myself wanted to stop the execution, but I was tired from the battle before. It was his fault for disobeying her. And that's exactly what I'm looking for. You're the only faction that seems to get it. That seems to disobey her in the slightest ways. We're good friends, right? All I'm asking for is a slight favor, Kensei responds. What is your demand, devil? Behind his back, he is signaling for the archers to fire on Deku's position. Before he knew it, Deku would dodge it. But at least, then he could get an honorable fight on a 1v1 for the death. Deku responds, Oh, I seem to have forgotten it. Anyways, it was nice seeing you. Bye! Then jumping out of the window behind him, smashing it and dodging arrows that were fired at him, landing and then dodging and weaving through the blossom garden. The loyal samurai that had dressed up for this royal evening tried to sweep him as he was running, but he was just simply too quick for all of them. All of them thought though he was looking at a sheet of paper about running the mock. What is that? It was a sheet of paper that he was holding, that he was running with, keeping closely tucked tight to his chest. He had marked down each and every one of the samurai in the faction. He was writing on it while he was talking with Kensei. As he dodged over the gate and continued to walk throughout the city, disguised by a jacket that he had stolen off the coat rack when he was passing the outside of the faction's golden doors. Now, with those information, he knows what the three right-hand men, or should I say women, of Apollyon are: Nobushi, Valkyrie, and Gladiator. Deku is planning on making all of them come together as one nation and overthrowing Apollyon, but that would take time. He needed to start off small, by at least convincing Nobushi to join his side. Resuming the fight, back to the good old fight. Deku had just been completely obliterated. Resuming the fight, Deku had just completely obliterated the jaw of Valkyrie, making her bleed out on the floor, and just eviscerated. Her body falls lifeless. The blood pouring onto the ground as Aizawa was watching. Aizawa was confused what to do for this kid, knowing he could be a kid. No fucking way. He's a kid. Then what the hell are the Brotherhood fighting him for? Confused and distracted, Aizawa and the students cannot react. I mean, they're kids. What could they do? Apollyon starts talking, saying, Gladiator, Nobushi, stick next to me. We will attack him together. Shigaraki yells at Apollyon, hurry this shit up. Just kill this kid already. Apollyon retorts with a gleam in her eye, shut up, you spoiled brat. If you want to whine and complain, go back to your daddy. What did you just say to me? Apollyon says. That's what separates you and me. You're just a child trying to pretend to be a leader. You're impulsive. You want to end things quickly. I'm just a better leader. Accept it already. And let me do my fucking job. Also, not to mention that this kid is stronger than you think. Shigaraki. Ha! I never thought anyone would actually have the balls to step up to me. But we will help you if you're taking too long. I'll have his head on a platter for you soon enough. Signaling towards the gate that Hitogiri just opened. A savage-looking Nomu comes out of the portal, this time with an axe and a helmet. This one was different than the original timelines. However, he was gruesome. He seemed even less human than he was before. He seemed to even enjoy killing. Not only did he take orders, he would attack people randomly. But while Shigaraki and Apollyon were arguing, Deku was regaining his stamina and looking down at his hands, freaked out at how much strength he had, thinking to himself, how did I do that? That should be impossible. He looks deep into himself, thinking about this. It blew his mind. He knew he trained, but he had never trained that much. Thinking about how it could even be humanly possible, physically humanly possible, to do that. He searches even deeper within himself, looking into everything that he knows. How? How can this be? He looks straight into the deepest part of himself and sees a woman and her marks, the marks of a master. He bows his head, but she does not respond. She simply is silent. But whispers of wind can be heard coming from around her. He thought that it was the wind, but it wasn't. It was her whispers. He stepped closer and closer till it suddenly came clear that he looked behind her, seeing her holding an axe. He had never seen such a huge axe before. She seems to drift away into the distance. He wanted to chase after her, but he couldn't. His body was too hurt, as hers just phased out. The savage Nomu was in the same place as she had just faded out of, holding the same great axe. That'll do it for part 5. Hope you all enjoyed that one. Enjoyed it. Yeah. Sorry about the music thing before. That'll be all.